Alright, I know how much y'all absolutely love these super high quality box openings. I got, you know, this completely unopened, untarnished thing. I definitely didn't look at the cards beforehand, and let's go ahead and try to open this. Let's slide these out. It is so hard to do this with one hand. Alrighty, so let's toss that somewhere. Alright, we got my very clean desk. So, oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, we got the Hunter Strike. And I was talking about the desk. I was talking about all this, by the way, not these. This entire card game is actually really fun. In the very next spot, section, you'll actually see the gameplay of this and see how cool it is. So, first things first, I love the foil on these cards. It's so nice. The owner said it's his favorite because it reminds him of a nebula, which goes perfectly with the state of the cards itself. So we got Burn Striker Leader, which I believe this is part of the same group that I played in the little tutorial in the next section. We got Hunter Strike. We then also have War's Might. The foil's just really... It is such a high quality card in my opinion, and that foil just really stands out. I might actually switch over to using them as a card production company because of the foils. And then we also got Warborn Dreadnought. Yeah, these cards, very high quality. I greatly enjoy them. The artwork's really nice and actually is made by the developer himself. And yeah, it's just, they're very sleek, very well laid out, pretty easy to understand and everything too. So that being said, if y'all want to check out the tutorial and learn how to play this amazing card game, as well as want to buy it or see anything, all the links for that will be in the description below, so check that out, and let's do some sort of hopefully good transition over to the tutorial. Alright, and now we're in Tabletop Simulator. We have with us JC Bollinger. I hope I said that right. One of the developers over at Warcaste TCG, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the game, as well as teach everyone how to play it. I know y'all just saw some of the physical cards that he actually sent me. Super shout out to him for that. That's awesome. The cards looked absolutely phenomenal. And now we're going to go ahead and jump into that. So if you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourself, as well as explain the card game and everything else, here's your chance.
I'm JC Bollinger with the Warcaste TCG. The Warcaste TCG is an indie trading card game that brings a galactic-sized war to your kitchen table. Those who lead the fleets of man and alien alike into battle are known as the Warcaste, a cast of brilliant strategic minds that with one goal: secure victory at any cost. War has claimed the galaxy. Systems burn without end. Who will you fight for? Claim victory today, for you are among the Warcaste. Warcaste is a strategy TCG that aims to combine the strategic advantages of a tabletop war game with the gameplay of a trading card game. Let's go ahead and get into how to play. So I've got 4 starter decks here. I've got the Spectres, which is a kind of a control deck. I've got the Tri-Wings, which is a aggro deck. The Psychers, or Psionic, which is a mid-range deck, and then the Trade Ships, which is a kind of a ramp slash big beef, kind of a big stat deck.
Alrighty.
So if you want to decide which deck you want to play, and then I'll choose one off of what you want to play.
So I try the Tri-Strike.
Okay.
Or Tri-Wing.
I'll go ahead and play the ramp deck then.
So
the first card you'll pull out is a Doctrine. So in Warcaste, you'll have a Doctrine card, which is the card that you build your deck around. In the first set, there is 12 different Doctrines to choose from, 3 for each of the 4 different factions. If you'll take a look at the bottom right corner, you'll see there's a larger kind of circle in the very far right corner. That's the faction symbol. And then the 2 slightly smaller circles are the attribute symbols. Those are what determine what kind of cards you can play in your deck. So you can mix factions as long as the cards you are playing match the attribute symbol. So as long as at least one attribute symbol match one of the attributes in your Doctrine, you can play that card. And then the Doctrine also gives you your hand size, and it also gives you some abilities that you can use during gameplay.
Cool, I like it so far.
Oh, let's go ahead and go to card types real quick. We have units, tactics, traps. So there are 5 different card types in Warcaste. You have your Doctrine, which we just covered. You have territories, units, tactics, and traps. Territories are what you're trying to destroy. These are upgrades to your basic territories. So when you start the game, you'll place three of any type of card face down, and those will be your basic territories. You can upgrade those territories later on by paying the cost, and upgrading them with one of your territories from hand. That'll bounce the basic territory to your hand, and then it'll be replaced by the territory upgrade. And then you can use the abilities and get the attack and defense and HP bonus from the new territory. You also have units, which are your main way to attack your opponent. They are played to the open zone, to the home zone, and then they work their way across to your opponent's home zone and attack your opponent's territories. You also have tactics, which are played only during your main phase, and then are sent to the discard. And then you have traps, which have a special condition which have to be met, and then once that condition is met, they can be played at any time. And after that condition is met and they're played, they take effect and then are sent to the discard. So they're kind of like tactics, but they can be played at any time as long as that condition is met. So for example, on self-sacrifice, you have to have one target unit you control is attacked, then you can play this card. If we take a look at territories and units, they'll have an attack, a defense, and an HP down the left side. Attack is how much damage a unit or a territory will do during combat. Defense is how much damage is absorbed during combat, and then HP is how much health a unit or territory will have.
Okay.
So during combat, damage is first dealt to the defense. So, for example, if we had...
Okay, there we go.
If we had this guy attack, it would deal 2 damage, the defense would block 2 of the attack, and then the remainder of the damage would carry over to the HP. Also, if you take a look, some of these cards have... Actually, all these cards so far. Let's see if we can find one. Here we go. So some of these cards have... a lot of these cards have what's called a boost in the top right corner. Boosting we'll cover during combat. But there's 3 different types of boosts. There's bold, cunning, and stalwart. And boosting is used during combat. You reveal a card. Each player will be able to reveal a card, and that will give a boost to 1 stat to 1 unit or territory. And then that will boost that stat. So like a bold will boost attack, cunning will boost defense, and stalwart will boost HP. So that stat will get boosted, and then you place that card on the bottom of your deck, and then draw at the end of the turn for each card you boosted with. When you boost for HP, it removes damage after damage is dealt. It'll remove damage equal to the HP boost before checking to see if the unit is destroyed. One last thing is to go into combat. If you want to pull out 3 units, I will pull out some units here too. Let me grab these 3. So let's say these 3 units are in here, or in this open zone, and you've got 3 units in this open zone. So units can attack in what are known as squads. So you can declare any number of units attacking a single target as long as they're all in the same zone. So for example, you could declare 2 units or even 3 units, any number of units attacking a single target. I, as the defender, get to choose 1 unit to intercept one of your attacking units. So for example, if you wanted to attack with all 3 of these units to my coalition blockader, I could intercept one of them, and then the other 2 would continue on to their original target. When I intercept, the intercepting unit switches the target of the attack to the new, or to the intercepting unit. The intercepting unit's attack is decided first, so you get a boost on this attack, and then you get a boost on these units' attack. Note that when you're defending, you only get to deal damage to 1 unit. So for example, if these 2 units were attacking, and I can't do like 2 damage here and then, or like 1 damage here and then 2 damage here. I could only deal like 3 damage here.
So how does the damage of multiple attacks? So if I did attack with these 3 to this guy, how would the calculations work with that?
So the attacking units all add up their attack value together.
Okay, so
that's how much damage.
Attack.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I choose, as the defender, I choose where my damage, which 1 unit my damage is going towards. And then we boost, and so like I could boost like +1 to give my guy an additional damage attack through my attack, and then place that on the bottom of my deck to draw a card at the end of the turn. Units get 3 different actions they can take during your turn. They can move and attack, and then they can intercept during your opponent's turn. They can also... They can't move the turn they enter, but they can attack the turn they enter. So like if your if your opponent's in your home zone, you can play a unit and then attack with it. But you can't play it and then move into the open zone.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So basically, playing a unit takes up your move action. There is also a special... Some units will have what is called the engage action. So for example, this Coalition Man of War has broadside engage, which means I basically just turn it sideways. You can only engage during your main phase. You cannot engage the turn the unit enters play, And once it's engaged, it cannot move, and it cannot take an attack action or an intercept action until it is unengaged. And it unengages at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
So engages are usually pretty powerful abilities, but once you're engaged, you're kind of out of combat until your next turn.
Can you still get attacked?
Yeah, you can still be attacked, but you can't. And you still deal damage back,
Okay.
but you can't intercept, and you can't attack or move with a unit. One last thing. Dealing damage and placing damage are two separate things. So, if I deal damage, it is first the defense's blocks, and then damage is dealt to the HP. When I place damage, it ignores defense, and it's placed directly onto the unit.
Okay.
So, for example, the broadside engage on the Trade Coalition Man of War would ignore any defense and just places 5 damage directly. That should be everything.
One question. I'm sure you probably explained it. How does the cost work again?
So at the beginning of each turn, we get 5 command points, and then those command points will reset to 5 at the beginning of each of our turns.
Okay.
So you'll get 5 command points. Whatever command points you don't spend will carry over into your opponent's turn, and then at the beginning of your next turn, they'll reset to 5.
Alrighty.
Do you want to roll high roll to go first, or you want me just to go first?
I'll let you go first. That way I can kind of I'm more of a hands-on.
Gotcha. So to begin with, we'll draw equal to our hand size plus 3, because we're going to place 3 territories down. The reason it doesn't just say like 8 is because for the multiplayer version of the game, you play with equal to the number of players for territories. And so, for example, if you're playing with 4 players, you'll have 4 territories.
Okay. And then territories, is that any type of card, or?
Any type of card, yeah.
Okay.
It's usually best to keep, if you have a territory in hand, to keep at least 1 territory in hand, so you can bounce a card that you need back to your hand.
Okay, so you can place like unit cards in the territory section, correct?
Yep, you can place units, you can place anything in there.
Okay, and then is the win con just destroying all territories?
Yep. Basic territories, which are the face-down territories, have 0 defense, 0 attack, and 5 HP.
Alrighty.
So the goal is to destroy your opponent's territories.
I like that. That's one of my favorite things about Duel Masters, personally, is the like the shields, which is kind of the same concept in a sense.
Oh yeah. If a basic territory, face-down territory, gets destroyed, it gets sent to your hand. If a face-up territory gets destroyed, it gets sent to the discard.
Okay.
Just heads up on that. So I'll begin. I skip my draw phase since I'm the first player. I'll play a Trade Coalition Schooner for 2. And I will play Corinth's Trading Post for 1. And I will pass the turn.
Alrighty. And then do I draw now?
Yep, so you'll draw a card.
Alright, I'll just play that.
Yep. So that gets played to your home zone.
Oh, my bad.
Nope, you're good.
And then I think that's yours. your turn?
So this has a play ability.
Oh.
So you'll get to search your deck for 3 cards.
So War's Rage Tri-Wings.
Yep. You'll notice that they won't all have the same boost. So one thing in Warcaste, boosts, not all, when you're building a deck, you can have 2 cards that have the same boost. So you can have like 2 Trade Coalition Schooners that are bold, 2 Trade Coalition Schooners that are stalwart, and 2 Trade Coalition Schooners that are cunning. So you can have up to 6 of those cards. For cards that don't have a boost on them, you can have up to 3 of those.
Okay.
But they count as the same card though. So like these are all, even though they would have different boosts, they're still all 3 Trade Coalition Schooners.
Okay, that makes sense.
And not all cards have all 3 boosts too. So some of the more powerful cards will have only like 2 different boosts.
Okay.
So you can only run 4 of them. So there's kind of some balancing there. Alright, my go?
Yep.
Okay, so I will draw for turn, and my command points reset to 5.
And also, if you wanted, in the options section, you can click on turns. Oh, I can.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Alright. So I will engage my Corinth Trading Post, which will gain me a command point. When I gain a command point, target trade chip unit I control has its defense stat increased by 1 until my next turn. Units can only be targeted once by this, so I'm gonna do a blue die for that. So I've got 6 command points. I'm gonna play a Trade Coalition Blockader with that. Then I'll move to combat, and I'll move to the open zone. One thing, the open zone, if you control the only units in the open zone, you will draw 2 cards at the beginning of your turn instead of 1.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
And then you said if I play a card, I give up on moving, right?
No. So if you engage, you'll give up on moving.
Okay.
So for example, the Trade Coalition Blockader, if I engage to use its blockade ability, then it wouldn't be able to move. You have a card in your deck called Carnage Colonized World that can place units into an adjacent zone. That one ignores movement, so you can place a unit forward and then still move it. That's a territory, so that will bounce one of your basic territories back to your hand.
Oh, okay.
That's a good play. It just, you get a card back to your hand for it.
And then, can I move and still attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll attack then.
Alright. So you'll boost first as the attacker. So I've got 3 defense right now.
Oh, whoops, my bad. I thought the attack was a lot more.
You can boost if you want. So if you have a +2 attack boost, you might be able to get through. If I don't have a defensive boost.
No, I don't think I do.
It'd be in the top right corner. Okay. Moving forward is still a good idea to keep me from drawing extra cards. Alright, may I go?
Yep.
Okay, I will... This goes away. I will draw for turn. At the beginning of my turn, I will gain a command point from the Trade Coalition Blockader. And then gain a command point from the Trade Coalition Schooner. Because it's not in my home zone. So for each command point I gain, I will give a defense bonus to each of my ships. Then I will spend 7 on a Trade Coalition Mana War. Now the Mana War is a very special ship. It's a War Star. You can only have one War Star in play at a time.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a legendary in Magic. Except, even if it's like a different named War Star, you can only have one War Star in play at a time.
Okay.
When it enters, I draw a card. And then I'll move to combat. I'll move the Blockader forward, and I'll have the Blockader attack your War's Rage deployer.
Alright, so that does 2 damage?
Yep, unless you want to boost.
How do I boost again?
You'll reveal a Stalwart, or you'll reveal a card from your hand.
Oh.
And then with the boost, with like one of those banners up in the top right corner, and that'll give a boost to its stat. So yeah, so that will give you +1 to your defense. So I'll deal 1 damage.
Alrighty, and then that goes at the bottom of my deck, correct?
Yep. And then you'll draw a card at the end of the turn.
Alrighty.
So I will pass the turn. You get to draw a card.
And then draw another, I guess, because it's my turn?
Yep, and then it's your turn, so you'll draw another. Dealing cards, not drawing cards.
Whoops. My bad.
No worries. Thorn is another special card. It's a homeworld, so you can only have one homeworld out at a time as well.
Okay. Makes sense.
So it's kind of the territory version of the War Star.
I'll play that. That one, and I guess that. There we go. And then, can I move with all of these? Whoops. What?
Nope, they can't move because they just barely entered this turn.
Okay.
So they'll have to wait till next turn. Now, Interceptor is a really good card in this matchup because its engage ability ignores my defense. So even though my guys have really high defense, they have weaker HP. So Interceptor can do a lot of damage.
Okay. And then the home zone, this entire thing is the same zone, right? So like your guys
the
are
open
in
zone,
my zone.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this open zone is one zone.
All right, I think that's all I can do.
Alright. So I will move to my turn. I will draw a card. I gain 2 command points, so I'll go up to 7. I'll give these 2 boosts to defense again. I'll I'll spend 6 on another Trade Coalition Blockader. And then 1 on a Coalition Defender. And then I'm going to engage my Doctrine of Commerce to discard a card to gain a command point. When I gain a command point, I'll give this guy a defense bonus. And then I'll move to combat. I'll move this guy forward, and he costs a command point to move forward. And then I'll have Trade Coalition Man of War and the Blockader attack your War's Rage deployer. So coming in for 6. No boosts on my side.
Can I activate a territory boost?
Yeah, you can only boost from hand.
Okay. So yeah, I can't do anything then.
Okay. So that should be enough to destroy you. You get to deal... Yes, you can't get past my defense. Then I will pass the turn.
Also...
Yeah. So there's no territories in the open zone, so Thorn won't trigger. Well, it will trigger, but there's no targets for it.
Wait, why is there no targets again?
Because there's no territories within the same zone as the unit.
Isn't the open zone the same zone?
So there's the home zone, and then the open zone, and then your home zone. So you'd have to be in my home.
Yeah, wasn't he?
You'd have to be in my.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'd have to be in my home zone to hit my territories. If you're in your home zone, it'd hit your own territories.
Oh yeah, okay. It specifies.
In the open zone, there's no territories to hit.
Okay.
Alright, so I will pass to you.
Dang it! I did it again. My bad.
No, you're good.
I wish there was. Is there a hotkey to draw?
You can just hit 1.
Okay.
Shuffle that for you. Here.
I'm gonna play this guy.
Yep.
I'll play this guy, I guess. And then I can.
That's
move all
such
these
a
guys
tactic.
It's what?
That's a tactic, so that
Oh.
doesn't do anything where.
My bad.
No, you're good.
I'll play him. There we go.
There you go.
Then
Yeah.
I can move these guys now, right?
Yep. Then you can attack if you want, which is probably worth it. You attack all 3 in a group.
Can you only make 1 attack per?
Per unit, so they can all attack in a group. That would use up.
Okay.
They basically all get 1 attack action.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that to your trade coalition, and then
The Blockader.
yeah.
Okay. Interceptor. I'm assuming is not attacking. It's got 0 attack.
I mean, I can boost it, right?
You can, but you might as well boost one of these guys.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do these 3s then.
Your Tri-Track Doctrine you forgot to activate. At the beginning of your turn, one of these guys would have gotten +1 attack.
Oh, okay.
So you've got one more attack coming in at. So we'll change this to a red. Second part would have just killed it, so I wouldn't do that part. But I guess you could give your Interceptor +1 attack and then engage the Tri-Shock Doctrine to give it an additional attack if you wanted. But that would put a damage counter on your Interceptor.
Nah, I'll stick with him because it also lowers your defense to 0, and
it lowers your defense, not my defense.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to put it on this guy.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, so you've got, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coming in. I will intercept the Tri-Wing with the Schooner. Any boosts here? So even like a +1 attack will kill my Schooner.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll do that. Boom.
Yep. So Schooner will die and no damage is dealt back. Then Blockader is taking 1 currently. Or no, taking none currently. If you want to boost.
Boom.
Okay, so I'll take 1 and I'll destroy one of your units. I'll kill this one.
Can you multi? Can I throw out another boost or no?
No, you can only boost once per combat.
That guy is gone.
And then any other, your Interceptor can still attack if it wants, but that's probably not the best idea.
No, I think that's it.
So I will pass the turn and you draw 2 cards. Or you pass the turn and draw 2 cards. So I will draw 1 card. I gain 2 command points from the 2 blockaders. These 2 will get the defense bonus. The Trade Coalition Mana War cannot get the defense bonus because it's a War Star, not a trade ship. So that's one thing to be noticed.
Okay.
War Stars often don't often don't synergize as well with their with the rest of their sub faction. I'm gonna play a Trade Coalition Frigate for 3. Which will let me search my deck for a trade ship type unit, not named Trade Coalition Frigate, reveal it and shuffle my deck, and then can play it for 1 less command point. Then if I don't, I place it into my hand. I will search up Trade Coalition Boarding Ship, which I will play for 4. I'll then engage to discard a card to gain a command point. And I will move to combat. I'll move the Man of War forward. And then move these 2 forward. The Man of War costs a command point to move forward. Man of War will attack your Thorn the Board's Raged.
Alright, I'll throw this out.
Okay. So Thorn takes 1. then I'll have Trade Coalition Blockader attack a War's Rage Tri-Wing.
Okay, yeah, I think he's just dead.
And then Blockader will attack the Interceptor.
I thought that guy out.
Yep. So you'll take 1. And I will pass.
Alrighty. And then I gotta draw one more, I think.
Yep. 2 for the boosting and 1 for the turn. So I do have the board advantage right now, but you've got more cards in hand. Which is not a good place to be. For me.
Play that guy. I'm gonna move him over to the home zone.
Before you go to combat, I would engage the Interceptor to kill the Blockader.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because he places 2 damage and he only has 2 health left.
Yeah, okay.
And
That's fine.
it ignores the defense.
Also, can I take back playing this guy real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to... Gonna move him over. I think I'm doing this right. And then play the trap.
Yep. So you played Colonized World this turn, right?
Oh. Yep, that's 4. Dang it, my bad. I thought it was 3.
You probably don't need a second Colonized World, to be honest.
Would you let me take it back then?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Alright, then I can do something else then. Alright, so that's 5.
Do target one of your units at the beginning of one of your Tri-Wing units at the beginning of the turn. You give +1 attack too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that to him. Gonna lower 2 to play this guy.
Yep.
Lower 1 to play that, and then I'm gonna move that over and then play the trap.
Nice.
So that's 3
Engage.
damage.
It's to target unit.
So I do it on your boarding ship, I guess.
Yep, so it'll deal damage, so it'll deal 3 damage. So I will take 1.
Oh, it deals. I thought it placed. My bad.
Yeah, no. But it does keep you from taking damage back.
Yes. And then, can I engage the moment I play a card?
So no, Tri-Wing Interceptor entered this turn, so it can't engage.
Okay. And I think that's my turn.
The War's Rage Tri-Wings can attack the Man of War if you want.
Okay. Yeah, then... Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Because Mana War is going to become a real problem real quick if you don't.
And then... Yeah, so I'll attack with those two. And then during attacks, do you, the defender, boost first, or do
Yeah,
you
I've just
boost? Okay.
Attacker boosts first, and then I boost second.
Okay, so I'll also throw this out to boost.
Okay, so +2 attack. Nice.
So that's 6.
I will boost +1 HP. So you hit me for... Let's see.
It'd be
6,
three,
so you
so
hit me
that's
for
2.
3, so I'll take 2. I'll kill this Tri-Wing. When it takes damage, you place 2 damage counters on one of your territories because of Thorn.
Can I split those up, or it's just...
It's 2 on any of your territories.
Okay.
So you could like place it on this territory and try and get it back into your hand if you wanted.
Oh, okay. Boom. And you said they have 5 HP naturally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will draw for turn. I draw 1 card. I gain 1 command point this time, so I go up to 6. Gauge the Mana Ward to place 5 damage counters on the colonized world. So that'll kill the colonized world.
Alrighty.
Then I will engage to discard and gain a command point.
Oh,
Place it.
I could have used the Thorn of War, couldn't I? Because you destroyed my guy.
What do you mean?
The first time each turn a friendly faction unit you control is dealt damage from any source, place 2 damage counters on a target territory. I had the war
Within the same zone. So yeah, so that's why you had to place 2 damage counters on your territory. Because it's within the same zone. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So like, when this guy takes damage, you'll get to place 2 damage counters on one of my territories.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. I'll play a Trade Coalition Frigate for 3. I can go search. And a Trade Coalition Schooner, which I will play for 1. And then I'll send Trade Coalition Frigate at your War's Rage Tri-Wing.
Alright. And that kills him, right?
Yep.
And then...
So now you'll get to place 2 damage, yeah. Yep, and ignores shield or defense. So yep. Then I will pass the turn.
Alright.
So one of your guys gets a +1 attack.
I'm gonna put that, I think, on this guy. Because he's done, right? He's unengaged.
Yeah.
Never mind, actually. I'll stick to right.
He's dealing more damage engaging than attacking.
Alright, I'm gonna play this guy.
Yep.
And then...
So search for 3 more units.
Alright, I only had 1 left.
Then you can engage any of them you want.
Yeah, I'll engage this guy to deal 2. I'll just, is that place?
Yeah, it's place, so it ignores defense.
I'll place on your blockader.
Okay.
And then I'm
this guy here too if you want to engage.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack with these 2. Oh wait. Oh snap! Can I move him up and then engage?
No, he doesn't have. So if you had the Carnage Colonizer rolled, you could do that because you can discard a card, then place him forward during your main phase. But since you don't have that, engaging is only during your main phase.
Okay.
So you have to wait till your other turn. You could place it on the mana ward though.
Yeah, I'll do that. Place 2 damage, so that's at 4.
And make sure that the mana ward dies.
And yeah, and then I guess can I attack with these 2?
Yep, you can attack with both.
Alrighty, I'll do that. And then just to ensure, I'm gonna throw this guy out for an extra 1 damage.
Yep. I'll kill the Tri-Wing. And Mana War dies. Alright, my go?
Yep.
Alright, so you'll draw a card for boosting. Then I will gain a command point. Move to combat. You don't get that anymore.
Damn.
I'll send Blockader at your Interceptor.
Alright. That's 3 attack, so that does 2, right? And that'll kill him. I'll throw this guy out. Block it.
Okay. And then I'll send Frigate at your Blockader, or at your Interceptor. So its defense is 0. Yeah. Then I'll pass the turn and you draw a card. Or you draw a card for boosting and then draw a card for turn.
This guy.
So you can't play to there because you don't have any territory, so you have to upgrade an existing territory. Any damage that was on there carries over.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, never mind.
You probably want to build up your force so you can deal with my wing attackers.
Leaves me at 3.
Not that they're super scary, because like a lot of them have 0-0 and 2-2 and 3. So they're not like
now. Do you have to, if there's a play effect, do you have to use that?
It depends if it says May or not.
Okay, so let's play that. It doesn't say May, so.
Whatever you guys
I get to choose one, right?
Yeah. So Red Squadron will let you search for a Tri-Wing. That's not Tri-Wing, so he can't get the bonus. And he wasn't in play, so it'll have to be one of the interceptors. Or I guess the only interceptor.
And then
so you'll place a damage on one of your territories. Yep. You're down to 1.
Yep.
You do reveal it.
Oh, okay. What's that?
That's not a Tri-Wing unit. That's a.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. It's one of their tactics. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just saw try, and then my brain.
Yeah.
The rest. I'll just do that, and then put that in my hand, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then, what did I just play? I just played this guy, right?
Yep.
And then did I just play
these
him?
two. Yeah, these two were the ones you just played.
Alright, I guess I'll move these two up.
Yep.
And then I'm combine attack, I guess you're Schooner? I don't know if I said that right.
I'll let it go through. Schooner dies.
Schooner. And your turn.
So I will draw for turn. I'm going to win this. It'll be this way. I'll move everybody forward. And then the boarding ship, Coalition Frigate, and Coalition Frigate will attack Thorn. It's coming in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, I'll throw this out.
Alright. So 4 damage coming at Thorn.
Alrighty, so 5 total.
You can intercept if you want to.
Oh, yeah. I'll intercept, I guess.
So you could, like, intercept the frigate. Would kill the frigate.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay.
Then we both die.
And you take 2 damage. Nope, you take 2 damage.
Cool. And then that goes down to 3.
Then I will pass the turn. So this should be a 2. You'll draw an additional card because you control the open zone.
Okay, and then I also get to add a thing right to one of my guys.
Yep, one of your guys will get +1 attack. Probably the red squad.
Stack?
No, so this goes away at the end of the turn.
Oh, okay. So I keep that on here then. Because I'm gonna move these forward.
Probably play units first if you want to play anything. And then engage to probably kill the blockader. Yeah.
So 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then...
So you'll go search twice.
Yep. And I don't think I have any Any tri-wings left? Oh, I do. I have one. Which is this guy right here.
Yep.
And that's it. And then a damage counter is... What is that again? Is that this?
Damage counter is, what? The white counters.
Damage? Okay.
Yeah. So you'll place 2 damage counters on to your... 2 of your territories.
Okay.
So you can choose...
Boom. And then... I'll engage.
Yep.
Place 2 damage on your boarding ship, I think. Or yeah, that one.
Okay. Blockade her down.
And then 2 damage total. And then I can't attack with these 2, right? Because I just played them.
They can attack
Okay.
the turn they enter.
Then I'll attack with these 2.
Okay. So when they attack, I place a damage counter on them from the boarding ship. And then any boosts?
You need 2 damage to die. It's 3, 6 damage. No boosts.
Yep. Okay, I'll boost plus 2 defense. So I think I still die.
Yeah, you still die.
But we want that card out of my hand.
And then I can still attack with these 2, right?
One of your red squadrons will die.
Okay.
And you'll have to place 2 damage counters on one of your territories.
I guess I do that one and just kill it off. Oop.
Yep, that'll go to your hand.
Oh. And then I can attack with these 2 still, right?
Yep.
Alright, I'll do this one to this guy, and then this to this guy.
Alright, so
Or
this one
vice
first.
versa.
Okay.
There we go.
So this one first. Any boosts?
Yeah. I'm gonna boost its defense.
Alright. So you're coming in for 2.
Oh, wait a second. Never mind, hold on. I just combine both of them, and I'll still throw that on that guy. Whoops.
Okay. Yep. That goes through.
And then, can I still move and attack with these?
Yep.
Alright, I'll do that, and then combine attack on the trading post.
Okay, so I'll take 1.
Alright, your turn.
Alright, so I will draw 1 for the turn. Play a boarding ship. Boarding ship will attack the interceptor.
3. Oh, 1 second. Forgot to draw at the end of my turn. Alright.
Yep, no worries.
That guy out.
Alright, so you'll take 1, and then you'll get to place 2 damage counters on one of my territories. This one?
Yep.
Alright, and then I'll move this guy back and say your go.
Alrighty. Draw.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
I'm gonna move all these up.
One of your guys will get a attack bonus.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna add that to this dude.
Tri-wing only.
Oh, this dude.
Yep. One cool thing, you can use Tri-Strike Doctrine to deal a damage, give him another attack bonus, and that will also trigger War Thorn.
Oh, then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so he'll go up to 2 attack bonus, and then you'll get to place another 2 damage.
Alright, I'll just put on that, yeah, the left one. And then I'm gonna combine attack that one.
Intercept the War's Rage Deployer. That
Alright,
will
I'll throw
place
this
it.
to boost
damage.
it 2.
Okay. I'll boost +1. So I take, let's see, 1. And then you take 2. 2 more. And my territory takes 2.
And then nope. Okay.
Thorn's already triggered.
Yeah.
And
then I'll just
killed Defender probably.
yeah. I'll use
Oh, there's nothing I can do there.
And then your turn.
Alright, draw for the boost, draw for the turn. We'll play, oops, that and that. And I'll have Trade Coalition boarding ship. Move forward, and I will pass.
Alrighty. I'll draw. Alright, I'm going to add the counter to this. Gonna play this to engage that. Wait, no.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I haven't played anything yet. Boom.
So that'll deal 4 damage. I'll take 2. This is enough to kill.
Alrighty, I'll play that. And then I'm going to move this guy up and then play Quick Strike.
Yep.
Engage. Whoops. Engage that guy.
Yep, kill the schooner.
Yep.
Schooner dies.
And then I'm gonna move these 2 up as well.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna attack with this guy to him.
Yep.
And then these 3 to that one.
Yep, and that's game.
Oh wow! I thought I was getting my ass kicked for the first, like, 70% of that.
Yeah, you did well.
Thank you. Good game. So
Thank you.
It feels like it's very complicated at first. I mean, just like every other game, but I feel like I started grasping the concept towards the end there.
Yeah.
For a card game to be able to grasp it all in one single game's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Most people are able to like grasp the basics pretty quick, but
yeah. No, that was a very good game. It feels well polished. So are you gonna come out with like expansions, booster packs, and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I've got set 2. I'm working on set 2 right now.
Okay.
And then I'm working on set 3 as well.
Nice.
So, and then these, I've got 3 different doctrines for each of the 4 factions here. There's 2 different kind of sub-factions per each faction. So these are only like half of the factions here.
Okay.
And then there's like a doctrine that kind of combines each of the 2 sub-factions. I'm actually kind of currently doing a tournament with cash prizes and then doing some of the foil cards as promos.
Oh, nice.
For that.
When's the tournament happening, or is it already happening?
It's already happening, but we're planning on doing more in the future.
Okay, so
join the Discord to keep up to date on that.
Yeah, and with that being said, all the links to everything, including how to buy it, you know, their Patreon, Discord, everything will be in the description below.
Yep. Do join the Patreon. We're trying to get enough money to launch our Kickstarter so we can fund it and get this printed and have it ready to go. So that'd be really helpful for that. So we'd really appreciate that.
Sounds good. And is there anything else you'd like to give a shout out to or anything?
Do visit our website. We have some lore pages if you guys are interested in lore. There's 11 chapters of lore and then like some information on the different factions. If you guys like lore or stuff like that, there's some interesting reads there. So, and we'll have that in the description as well, I guess.
Yep. Alrighty, well, thank you so much once again for sending the cards, like the physical copies. I thought they were really cool. Really enjoyed them.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks for taking the time to show me how to play and show everyone else watching right now.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. So.
All right, and if y'all would like, once again, any and everything relating to Warcaste TCG will always be in the description below right here, right now. Check it out. This game was really, really fun. I greatly enjoyed it. It seemed a little overwhelming at first, as with almost every game, but grasping it became pretty easy towards the end. And yeah, I would highly recommend checking it out. And also, once again, check out our Discord as well. It would mean a lot to have more and more people hop in there. We're trying to always promote TCG developers, as well as getting more TCG enthusiasts in there. So if you know anyone that likes playing card games, make sure to get them. That will also be in the description below. Thank y'all once again for checking this out. I know this, as well as all my tutorial type videos, are a little longer, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. And if you made it this far, you are amazing.